Um, Thank you for listening to this blog. I think it's an appropriate time for me to say a few words to you. As you know, the Secretary of State has formally endorsed the recommendations from the Trust Special Administrator about the future of Mid-Staffs Foundation Trust, with the exception of asking NHS England to look at whether in Stafford it is possible to have an obstetric-led maternity unit as opposed to a midwife-led one. As far as the constituents of Cannock Chase are concerned, the main repercussions as a result of the TSA recommendations are, first, that Mid-Staffs Foundation Trust will be dissolved, and secondly, the running and many of the services from Cannock Chase Hospital will now be done by the Royal Wolverhampton Trust, New Cross. Now that we know this is certainly going to be the case, it's incumbent upon us as a CCG to form far closer and more formal relationship with New Cross. We've been in the process of doing that for some months prior to the TSA recommendations being endorsed, but now we know we have the go-ahead to really take that forward, and we're hopeful that there'll be more services that will meet the needs of local patients coming from Cannock, and the future of the hospital is now secure. The other thing that I feel is very important that you ought to know is that we are in a very difficult financial position, to the point where our external auditors, Grant Thornton, have sent a letter under what's called Section 19 to the Secretary of State to say that we're in deficit. We have to address this deficit. We're a statutory organisation and we're obliged to balance the books. As a result, we will have to withdraw some services, and other services we will have to do very differently. This will be difficult for some. It is worthy of note, however, that all the decisions that will be made as regards withdrawing services or changing the way services are provided will go through the CCG Members Board. The Members Board has representation of all the practices within Cannock Chase. Therefore, any changes or modifications to services that result over the next few months, your doctor will know about them and will be party to the decision that is made. Therefore, if you have any concerns about future proposals, you have two avenues through which to address these concerns. One is directly through the CCG, and the other is through your own doctor. The final thing that I think is worthy of note is that we've been conscious of the fact that we have not engaged with yourselves in the way that we would wish. This is largely due to the fact that we haven't had the resources to do so. We've now managed to commandeer these resources in such a way that we would hope that we would get our message over more efficiently, so you would understand what the CCG is doing and why it's doing, but also we'd be more receptive to your concerns and your aspirations. Thank you.